Hello there. Welcome to our channel Everyday PM. I am Priya and presenting the fourth lesson of our basic PM series, PM Made Easy. Thank you to all those who have already subscribed to my channel and hope you have gained some knowledge in the past few weeks. For the new viewers, little bit about myself. As I said, I am Priya and I have more than a decade of project management experience. I started this basic series to mentor and share my learnings and work experiences with the hope that it will help our future project managers in the workforce. Lesson 4 is about project management methodologies. So let's get started. And before we do that, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Here it is, lesson 4 on project management methodologies. Lesson 4 objective. The agenda is, we'll talk about objective, the recap of lesson 3, definition of methodology, the common methodologies that are used, what are the criteria on choosing the methodologies, benefits of the same, some homework, and then some fun chuckle. So this is our agenda. Objective of the series is that we will be covering the basic series in 11 lessons, and we are currently in lesson number 4. Each lesson will be around 10 to 15 minutes. We will explore PM in a corporate and personal space, and the entire series is kept very simple, easy to understand, and enjoyable. And as I mentioned before, my goal here is to make project management interesting to everyone, remove the fear of it, and help our future project managers in the workforce. So let's explore project management to relaunch your career. Let's do a quick recap of lesson 3. So what did we learn in lesson 3? We talked about the project life cycle, that it outlines the different stages of a project that goes through from start to finish. We talked about that there are typical 5 phases, but each of these 5 phases can vary by the project. Some of the phases are consolidated and some of the names can be changed too. There are 5 process groups, and these process groups do not change, and each of these process groups are applied to each phase of the project life cycle. Now the links for lessons 1, 2, 3 are shared in the description box. Let's talk about the definition of methodology. So what is a methodology? It is a set of guidelines and tools that help project managers to organize projects to increase efficiency and performance. And there are multiple methodologies that can vary widely, but they typically follow the same basic principle that we need to plan, we need to execute, and in the end, we need to monitor the progress. So in a very, very simple basic terms, it is a framework that outlines the way work is completed throughout a project, and it provides the procedures, the rule, and the practices. And in general, methodologies are divided into 3 groups, namely, they are either theme-based, principle-based, or process-based. Now let's look at the common methodologies that are used in the organizations. So I'm just listing few of them, starting with Waterfall, one of the older ones, wherein it's a sequential model where You work from one step to next. Then there is an agile, which is very popular in the software development. And this is little bit flexible methodology that emphasizes a team collaboration and rapid adaptation to the changes. Then there is a Kanban, which is a visual system that focuses on moving tasks. And these tasks are put into three stages, like to do, whether they are in progress, and whether they are done. Then there is our critical path method, also called as CPM, which is a mathematically based technique. And what it does is it will find out the longest path of task, or a critical path, because this longest path is the earliest possible completion date for a project. That's why it is called as a critical path method. Then we have Prince2, which is a principles driven project management. And it is based on 7 principles, 7 themes, and 7 processes. Then we have Six Sigma, which is used for quality management. So it is typically applied for process improvement projects. And then we have something called Lean. And the aim of this is to cut waste and create a simple framework for project needs. So it delivers values in the most effective and efficient way. So these are some of the common methodologies that I have listed here. Now, since we talked about the methodologies, let us see what are the benefits of it. And again, you know, you can take a screen capture, you can take shorter notes. So I'm just listing few of them, and you will see the gist of what are the benefits are. And again, I'm not going to go through each one of them individually. I'm just going to combine at a very high level. So the benefits of using methodologies are it brings consistency and optimizes, brings clarity to project management processes, which helps businesses define and pursue clear objective. It helps with strategic planning. It streamlines the processes, has a clear-cut roles and responsibilities assigned. It improves the accuracy of risk projections and our ability to respond to the risk. Because of all this, we can predict the project success or deliverables little better. It helps improve the team collaborations. The team members can share ideas, knowledge, which can help deliver the projects on time and within budget. It helps project managers to predict the timeline, the cost, the resources, and due to which the task prioritization gets improved, which again brings overall efficiency and productivity as the team knows what they need to focus on from one day to the next. That results in resource allocation. So again, you see everything is interconnected, and a successful project results in customer satisfaction. So these are some of the benefits of using the methodologies. One thing to remember is no matter how good the team or how efficient the methodology is, if we are not solving the right problem, the project fails. And this is by Woody Williams. And so very true, so very true. We need to solve the right problem or the problem that customer has. Else, whatever we do, the end result is not as per the customer satisfaction. Now, what are the factors to choose methodology? The factors are based on what are your project needs. So, as you know, your project needs will determine what methodology to be used. And some of the common factors I'm listing here, and they are look for customer again. What kind of a problem we are trying to solve for the customer? What is your project objective is, scope, how complex the project is or how easy it is, what kind of a company structure we have, what kind of a support we get from stakeholders. how much we had to sell the project to our stakeholders to get their buy-ins. What is our budget, the timeline, and also the role of the project team. So these are certain common factors that we use in an organization in order to choose the methodology. Like there are certain companies who only go for either waterfall or agile way of doing it, doing the project management. Then there are certain companies who go for Kanban or they go for Six Sigma. So again, look for what is the need of the project and what is your company structure. I'm just giving few examples here. Now, the people who have gone through my previous lessons, they would know that I always try to map uh, whatever we are learning in project management to our daily life so that the association becomes little more easier and then we understand the project management in a better way. So let us take a project in our daily life and see what kind of methodology that project would be using. So the project for the day is constructing a house, and I'm taking the location as USA. So we are trying to build a house in USA, and let us see in our daily life, or if it is our project, what could what could be the potential task that are assigned in constructing a house. So I listed few of them here, like we will find the site, we'll lay the foundation, we'll put the framing, that includes for floor, walls, roof. We do the plumbing, the insulation, then we have the dry walls, we have interior fixture, we have exterior finishes, then we install the doors, the windows, and then we have our hard surface flooring, countertop. And after doing all this stuff, we also go through a final walkthrough. So I just listed down few of the things, right, while constructing the house, and again at a very, very high level. So you can pause here and think, okay, is there any some kind of a logic going on here? Are certain tasks dependent on each other, or certain task needs to be finished before the next one can uh, you know next one can happen? So there is some logic in which these tasks are put here, right? So things that stands out are construction of a house is a prime example of waterfall methodology. Once again, waterfall. That means, for example, the floors must be built one after another, like first the basement, then the floors, and finally the roof. So in construction, the waterfall approach works like a real waterfall. That means each step or a phase of the project must be completed before we move to the next one. So that's why when you start observing what happens in our daily life, you can start associating those things as a project management experience. So let's do some homework. Revisit the PM methodologies, identify few of your home projects, and for each of the project, list down a high level task, right? The way we did it for construction of the house. And then identify the methodology that you will potentially use for each project. Do share your homework in the comment section and I will respond to the comments. Ultimately, ultimately after a heavy dose of the knowledge sharing, let's take it little light. Let's chuckle a bit. So this is for the agile, right? We have seen agile methodology. So, this is a very good interpretation of how agile can get interpreted, that, the boss is saying, I have a feeling Larry did not understand what I meant when I said our team could use an agile class. The agile class here is not the exercise class, it is about the project management class. And we are in the last slide. In the next lesson, we will go through the waterfall and agile in details because these are the commonly used methodologies And thank you once again for going through the lesson with me. And before I close, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.